Welcome to an all-new episode of Nerds to Men. I am Brad Reed. Cameo's back.
What?
Creating a ruckus. But you were gone last week.
No, I wasn't.
Oh yeah,
you were right here.
You were
right here.
Always watching.
Yes, I was right here.
Under your eye.
I was.
Yeah. Well, you were. Your voice wasn't heard on the show. And so me and Buck had to carry it. You know, we had to really.
You know what? You guys did good.
Yeah, I think the chemistry between me and Buck is better than any chemistry I've ever had with anyone.
I'm married, man.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Wow, Brad.
Flattered, but still married.
I don't think Jen would like that.
Well, that's why I don't do shows with Jen.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Here's, listen, if you can find someone better, which I can't.
Yeah,
so
that's true. She's great.
Yeah.
So Buck Berlin, owner operator of New World Comics.
yes.
He's with us every show.
Yep.
And we love having him on. But got to talk a little bit about New World Comics real quick because that's where we record this every week.
Yep.
Such a great store. You get comic books. And you got the comics we highly recommend over here, which I love. I almost want to get, like, maybe I should pitch this to you off the show, but I'd like a little Nerds to Men section where it's the nerds recommendations, only because.
I'm not opposed to that.
Because when I was younger, I hung out at the record stores all the time. You know?
Yeah.
And I always thought it was cool because they'd have, like, the employees and what they recommend.
Yeah.
And I want to be cool. I want to recommend stuff.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the rack, everything that's on here now is everything here I've read, and I could tell you everything there's to know about it. Like, it's these are absolutely some of my favorite things that have come out in comics.
Actually, I want to ask Preacher over there.
Okay,
is that that's a collected trade paperback?
Right. So that came out in the early to mid 90s. Kind of finished up later 90s. Early 2000s. Very groundbreaking series. It's this preacher who's a Southern preacher who's just sick of his lot in life.
Right.
Doesn't really feel the word. Doesn't really get it. And there's this being that is born from a demon and an angel that mated, and
right,
and it ends up being more powerful than God, but it needs a host,
right?
So it comes down and finds Jesse Custer,
yes,
and everything that he says, you have to do, like,
right, because he's the voice of God.
Yeah, well, he calls it his word of God.
Oh, okay,
right,
yeah.
and like he'll. He tells some guy to go count every grain of sand on a beach.
Oh,
right.
Right. And he does that in the first book. And then, like, book 7, like, towards the end of the series, you see the dude and he's, like, missing teeth. He's gone. He barely eats, but he did it. Like, he had finally counted every grain of sand on the beach.
Oh, wow.
How many?
I don't know.
They said it, but it did say it in there. Okay.
Yeah, he's like, I counted all however many grains. I did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched the first 2 seasons of Preacher. I'm waiting on it to the 3rd season to come out on Hulu because it's on FX. No. What's the network that The Walking Dead's on?
AMC.
Yeah, it's on AMC. But they're so slow about getting their shows up on Hulu. Anyway, so I'm waiting on season 3. But I was wondering how far back the comics and the trade paperback. So that's been collected in a trade paperback for a while now.
Yeah. So back when I was just a customer here, I was 14 or 15 when I first started reading it, and the guy who was working here like actually called my mom and was like, "Hey, is it okay if he reads this?" And my mom's like, let him read whatever. If he has questions, he'll learn about it, all that.
Yeah.
So I set up my allowance and worked out my lunch money to where every 2 weeks I could come and get one of the volumes.
Oh, cool.
And then by the time that I caught up to the last volume, the final issues of the series were coming out.
What's striking to me, and I'll try to get a picture of the cover and pop it up for those who are watching the video, is if you watch the show, they did a great job in finding a guy who looks a lot like Jesse Custer, the art anyway, unless they've gone back and...
No, that's the original, Lynn Fabry cover, yeah.
Yeah, and the guy who plays Like he's one of those guys. Like I guess
Tony Stark's dead. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. He's I guess traditionally handsome or whatever, but I think he has a face that I just want to punch.
Yeah, he does.
All right. I don't really watch the series. So
It's pretty
I
good.
mean,
I like it. I guess who is it? Seth Rogen.
yeah.
That's producing all that, but that's cool. But so come in and get the recommendations. There's graphic novels, trade paperbacks, toys. Cameo also. If you follow our Instagram and Facebook, Cameo's on top of the latest toy releases.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
yeah.
Really excited about that Wolverine from Mayfex.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks amazing. But anyways,
But like I said, make New World Comics your home. They're located just south of 63rd on Meridian here in Oklahoma City, and it's a great place. Any events coming up that you want to plug?
Well, it's kind of a ways out, but I think we should start plugging Free Comic Book Day.
Yes.
It's coming up May 4th this year.
May the 4th be with you.
yes.
So
Sweet.
it is absolutely the biggest event that happens here in the store in the entire year.
I know. It's like before I really got to know Buck, some years I was like, I don't think Buck really likes me. He didn't talk to me at all this free New World Comic Day.
Oh, on the free, yeah, but I'm so
you are.
busy.
I'm teasing. You are
until
yeah.
like the later hours, and then we all get loopy.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
so I'm going to propose this now on air because we didn't talk about this before.
Okay.
We need to do a super late night Nerds to Men podcast.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool.
That
Like,
would be cool.
Come up at 4 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m.
Ooh.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, here I am loopy and just like, guys, I think I made it.
You know what?
Should we do it live?
We
Or if y'all do it that last final hour.
You know what we should do? We should get we should have drinks on the show.
Drinks.
Yeah, some drinks.
Right?
How's this? Let's do that on a different show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm all
Okay.
for having an adult beverage with you fellas, but
But since it'll
Free
be
Comic Book
open,
Day, yeah.
it'll still be open. and-
Right.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we want to keep
Sorry.
it family friendly.
Yeah,
But
my bad.
yeah,
Bad idea.
yeah, bad idea.
Whatever.
Different idea.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, that's awesome though. New World Comics podcast. Check it out every week. Coming up this week, or the after you watch this, it'll already be released. Your good friend Carl Albert stopped by, and so
Yeah.
we get to talk to him, and it's a very
The
interesting.
whole school came?
No.
So
Interesting story.
Yeah, his grandfather is who that's named after.
Shut the front door.
Yeah,
I
man,
almost got real scared just
when I found that it was the really cool. So yeah, like
Yeah,
Carl's
that's
dad's
cool.
dad was
Yeah. And he goes to film school at USC, which is amazing. So it's a great story
Wow.
to get to hear, what all he's learning, what he hopes to do, and the comics that inspired him. And even he talks about, what he would like to do, what comic book character he would like to tackle in a
and
movie.
There are things that we didn't really get to talk about yet on there. Like he got to meet Kevin Feige, he got to meet George Lucas. Like they come in, like Guillermo del Toro came and presented Shape of Water to his class.
Oh, that'd
See,
be
and
awesome.
And then they got to ask questions, all that stuff.
That's cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
If-
So that, you hear that, hey, this kid's doing that, but no, like Carl's such a good kid, definitely going somewhere.
Yeah.
Compassionate about everything, and has just this understanding of how everything works.
Yeah.
I'm expecting.
Oh, and you could tell it's not like he's just like out there like superficially. I'm going to make movies. He's breaking it down like what and through these classes.
And he's so afraid of coming across as like the like, oh, I know it all. I'm such a big deal. Like he's like, no, I need to scale that back.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, you could tell I think he's going to do some stuff, and this is. It's
He better
a good
remember
podcast,
us.
So
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't even here, but he better remember us.
yeah, yeah.
I'm including myself.
Yeah. You may, like I said, we may hear that he's done some huge stuff.
I know he will.
Yeah.
I know he will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
so-
that'd be
so
kind of
talented.
cool. Like if they did, like if he ended up doing something, let's say the Champions. Like let's say they do a Champions movie. That would be kind of cool. It'd be like, hey, yeah, let's get him on real quick. And let's
Yeah.
talk about it.
Oh,
Yeah,
definitely.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. So Cameo, where you can bring your drinks,
Where?
Paintin Cheers.
Oh, snap.
Wait, you can bring drinks there?
Well, actually, no.
Oh.
But you can have some drinks. You probably can't bring your drinks, but you can bring yourself, and you can bring all your friends because they do big parties. They do large groups. They do ladies' nights. They do
This is ladies.
yeah, office parties, all kinds of stuff. If you don't know what Paintin Cheers is, they you've seen these places that they do. You go in and you paint a painting. You know, some nights it's a. I think I saw a Chewbacca up here. That they've done Chewbacca's and different stuff. It's been cool. What are you doing, Cameo? But at Paintin Cheers, you could paint this alien. But yeah,
don't paint my alien.
I had him sitting up perfectly.
Yeah, our buddy Adam though at Paintin Cheers, he's out there. He makes it a great time. We've been. My wife's done it a few times. I've been out there.
I need to get out there. I haven't been there yet.
Yeah, you take.
We
take
need to do a show there.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Because like on tonight, actually, it's the Thursday when we're recording this. They do Thirsty Thursdays, and they have the Boda Box wine specials. On Saturday, starting at 2 p.m., they have bottomless sangria, and Sundays at 2 p.m., bottomless mimosas. And I know we're big fans of mimosas.
Yes.
What's a mimosa?
You don't know? You know. Bug knows. It's but for those who don't, it's a little champagne and OJ.
With some OJ.
Yeah.
Not
delicious.
Orthol Jones, but
you know what I think? I get kind of uptight when it comes to painting for me because I'm a novice. I love to do it, but I get uptight because I'm like, I really want it to be perfect. I found when you have a few drinks, it's a really fun experience.
yeah, my wife is
You're a little more loose about it.
Yeah, my wife's an awesome painter and artist and stuff. Like she'd put me to shame.
But
like,
see,
I can hold my own, but like I don't want her to show me up.
Yeah. Well, see, like I said, you from being a novice or her being really good at it, like my wife is, we all had a great time, and we all made some paintings that we were proud of. So even though I'm like, I came out with something, I was like, wow, this is amazing. So if you want to do that, and I know you do, go to Paintin, the letter N, cheers.com and reserve your seats right now. And that's Paintin Cheers. So we got a lot to talk about. We're going to talk about Punisher season 2 on Netflix. We're not going to spoil it.
Yeah, we are.
But we might be a little spoiler-ish, but not. We won't spoil it.
I hear that Punisher kills some people.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Some good news about Black Panther. We're going to talk a little bit about Gotham, and of course, here in a little bit, we'll have comic book recommendations during. Oh my yeah! So, yeah. Let's kick it off. Was that the Beverly Hills Cop into a turd falling?
Yeah.
I think
turd falling would sound like this.
Oh, made a banana in the tailpipe joke.
Oh yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah. This is where we get almost dirty.
Almost.
I mean, it's not like Cameo saying,
don't say it.
You just don't want to see Jerry
Shut
right
your
now.
mouth. Yeah.
I kind of want to see Jerry's face.
No.
What was that word? It was like, it rhymed with like Nagasaki.
Brad, you
Go
cannot
ahead.
say that word.
Go ahead. I'll beep it.
No, I don't trust you. I don't trust you.
Go ahead. I'll beep it.
No. Nope.
All right, moving on.
I've got the original,
That is true.
Which
One
you can see
day.
the clip right here.
Oh man, good stuff. All right. So Buck, I won't tell you to close your ears
You
because
just kicked me off. I understand. Guys, I had a good run. I had a good time. Thanks for having me.
yeah.
Good luck.
I've seen probably about 4 episodes of The Punisher so far, and I'm not gonna lie, I went back and rewatched episode 1 because I talked about this last week. I wasn't excited about this one, and I think that worked out to my advantage because I've been like, yes, this was awesome. So
Cool.
I do want to say, like I said, Buck, you're going to be my guide here. If something sounds spoilerish, just buzz me or whatever.
Throw something at him.
But I do want to say, like, okay, so all the other shows,
Yeah, you're getting in weird territory there. Go ahead.
like, okay, Daredevil, they had that great fight. I think it was like
The one take.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in the stairwell. And I feel like a few times they've tried to replicate that in some of the other shows.
Yeah.
The Punisher does something different, but in such a great way where it's like a long take again.
Yeah.
But this time you don't have to worry about taking a knife to a gunfight because it is a knife fight.
Okay.
And it is one of the most amazing fights I've seen in a TV show.
I think that's the perfect little tease to lead into that gives some intrigue to go watch the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think, Cameo? Because
I'd watch a knife fight like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, wasn't it? It was.
It was pretty legit.
Is this first episode? Or is this
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
There's a little bit of build up, but yeah, by the time you get there, it's like, that was awesome.
Like I wasn't expecting anything huge the first episode.
Yeah.
But I forgot the show is called The Punisher.
Yeah.
And man, does he punish.
Well, because my biggest complaint with the first season, and honestly, one of the customers here pointed out, and then the more I think about it, they did. In Daredevil, they set him up and like, hey guys, here's Punisher.
Right.
Watch him go punish. And then the first season was Frank learning how to be the Punisher.
Yeah.
Again?
Yeah, you're right.
So second season, does he start off with a skull? Like is he like, hey guys, I'm the Punisher. Let's go punish.
No, but I mean, he's not wanting to broadcast the fact that he's the Punisher.
Okay, so we're just not there yet.
Right,
Okay.
right.
Okay. That's
13 episodes. So
Is it 13? I'm probably about 5, maybe 4 or 5 in, but
I'm 6 in.
I think Camille, you had said that outside of the fight scenes, that it was moving a little slower for you.
Yeah, I'm just not a big fan of this the story. I see what they're trying to do, but I'm not really digging the whole storyline.
Are they doing what they do with most of the Marvel shows and like, all right, so we have plot enough for 10 episodes. Let's drag it out for an extra 3.
I feel that's like I honestly feel that's how it's going to be once I finish episode 13.
Okay.
That hasn't been what I think is. It hasn't occurred to me that that's what's going on yet, but I'm not as far as Cameo is. I would say so far every episode has had some pretty brutal fight scenes, though.
I will say
appropriate for Punisher.
Okay.
There's a bathroom fight, which is legit.
Yep.
Everyone just throwing soap and just having a good time.
More like turds.
All right, well.
Spoiler.
That's not what
Or
happened.
should I say turdler?
Oh.
Honestly, that's going to spoil everything. I think I'm out. Unless you're at the zoo and monkeys are flinging the poo.
Yeah.
Buck's out.
Well, he does fight an ape in this one.
What? Oh, so okay.
What?
No, I mean if that's the thing, then they're pulling from some Garth Ennis Punisher. So
Is there?
there's precedence.
Okay, well.
No, I'm joking. There's no ape fights.
Oh, is that in the comics?
Yeah.
Oh, no. I was like, that sounds like something the Flash would do, not the Punisher.
I mean,
But how funny would it be if Gorilla Grodd just said, "Boom, Flash," just threw a big old gorilla turd in his face.
I would hope the Flash could avoid it, but that would be awful. But back to Punisher.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jigsaw, everybody knows that he's the one of the villains anyway.
what? Spoiler alert.
And I kind of like I guess Jessica Jones, she had the first season and the second season it wasn't quite tied to the first one. It wasn't a continuation. Yeah. I like how this one's continuing the story a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't feel let down by that at all. Now I did see something. I saw 2 things about the Punisher, and I'm confused because I saw one story that said that they're thinking about having Wilson Fisk be in season 3, and I'm like, well, how's there going to be a season 3? But I saw another thing saying that John Bernthal said he understands that they're going to get canceled, and he doesn't mind because he knows the big picture. Now, 2 things about that.
Okay.
Have they announced that it's going to be canceled?
They haven't announced cancellation for Jessica Jones or Punisher yet.
Mm-hmm. Now, that big picture, though.
Here's the thing. You hear that in 2 years, like 2 years from the cancellation, Marvel gets to use them.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
that's nothing in like movie time,
Right.
because how
Yeah,
long was
you're
it
right.
between Captain America 1 and Captain America 2?
Yeah.
How long was it between Avengers?
Right.
It's been 2 years.
I just wonder if John knows something that we don't.
I'm sure, dude. I honestly think so. They're going to be filming Black Widow, like I think by the end of the month of or February. I think that's what it said. And I honestly think they're going to end up doing a Punisher and Black Widow movie.
Wasn't there an anime like that?
Yep.
Really?
I feel like they're going to do that.
Yeah.
Huh, that'd be interesting. That'd be real interesting.
I think Blade was involved or something. Like,
I can't remember. But I know it was Punisher and Black Widow for sure.
yeah. No, Iron Man was involved.
That's what
That's
it
what
was.
it was.
Yeah.
But there was a Blade in all that. But yeah.
Well, I was just wanted to ask you, Buck. You're familiar with the Punisher and the comics more than me.
And me.
Well, his name is Frank Castle, believe it or not.
Yes.
And, no.
Are there any of the villains that really stand out as one that has really pushed him to the brink? Like who's his?
Manucci. Yeah, or honestly, Barracuda.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah.
Barracuda. Yeah, Barracuda's like the anti-Punisher. Like Punisher goes around and kills the bad guy. Barracuda goes around and kills good guys, bad guys, guys,
okay.
girls, kids, whatever.
Oh wow. Dang,
Yeah.
children. Okay.
Go ahead.
Punisher really isn't known for having a sizable rogues gallery. What with all the murder he does.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, not like a whole lot of reoccurring characters when you kill them off. Here's one that's in the shop though that I've had my eye on.
Oh man,
and I want to get it. It's this Punisher, Wolverine, and Ghost Rider.
All right, so man, as a kid, it was I love those guys.
Yeah.
Right. So, all three of them are independently looking into this like weird occurrence that's happening in this small town, and one of Mephisto's like kids is like trying to take over the place and like trying to make his own area.
Right.
And Punisher, Danny Ketch, and Wolverine all end up at the same bed and breakfast. Like it just so happens that like the one bed and breakfast that's in town, is this one house, and like that night that they're all there, like they all sit down to dinner, and then right as like things get going, man, all the action kicks off.
Right. Okay.
Real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
Ghost Rider has a killer mullet.
Oh, and this.
Yeah.
does he?
Okay. So this was like 1991, 1992. I want
Right.
to say.
Let me get to it.
Yeah.
Look at that mullet, dude. Look at it.
Mullet.
Nice.
Mullet. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, I was thinking as I was watching this season because I really love the Punisher. I haven't read a lot of the comics, but he's always been a character over the years, even before the series, that I thought was an interesting character. I knew about him. And, of course, when he showed up on Daredevil and all that, I was just so excited. But I was curious because, he has no powers.
Right.
So he's different than some of the other characters in that way. So, thinking about, like, other characters who don't have any powers, like Batman.
Right.
So Batman... but he's a great detective, and he has a lot of money to fund his, his agency.
Right. So the deal with Punisher is that he's almost a deeper character than Batman, just because Batman has kind of those strict rules that he can and can't really do.
Right.
Whereas with Punisher, it's kind of a case-by-case basis. Like, man, Punisher's hungry, needs to eat, needs to go sleep somewhere. There's a table full of Coke money. He's going to take some of the evil bad guy drug money to fund his cause. But he's not going to take all of it. He's not like, oh, let's go live it up. He'll take exactly what he needs and we'll go and do that.
But so is vengeance his superpower?
Honestly, it's his undying will.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Punisher needs time to plan. He needs skill and he needs luck.
Yeah.
If he doesn't have one of those three things, it's terrible for him.
Well, I mean, what like if you were the Avengers, how would they look at Frank and allow him to sit at their table.
Oh, they wouldn't. They'd be like, listen, you're going to bring too much red going on here. Wolverine has redeemed himself and has a code of, conduct that he'll live by.
Mm-hmm.
Punisher, if he sees the bad guy, it's not that, well, let's hear him out. No, he's going to, take care of what needs.
I feel like Punisher was on one of the sides, though, in the Civil War.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Punisher respects Captain America.
Right.
As, everyone really should. Cap is one of those where he doesn't think that he's right. He just happens to be right all the time.
And as Punisher, he's not Iron Man now, is he? Or
no. Okay. So the current Punisher series is freaking amazing.
Okay.
Right. So it started off the last series. Nick Fury's kid, Nick Fury, shows up because they made him look like Sam Jackson. So Nick Fury shows up and was like, "Hey, Frank Castle, we were cleaning out this warehouse and came across this. It's a knockoff War Machine suit. Shield's kind of changing and not becoming what it needs to be. We don't know what to do with it. We would rather it not fall into other hands.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's going to happen to it, but here's the address to it if something were to happen. I don't know, So Punisher gets the suit, and then Nick Fury does it'd be really terrible if bad things happen to the folks over there. And then Frank sets up, everything on his own and does, what he does best. He goes and kills the right people. And after he does that, he goes and takes care of the other wrong people,
Yeah.
And every step of the way, he's pissing off more and more people in the Marvel Universe. And he eventually kills Mandarin. And as the Punisher would do, he rides it till the wheels fall off. So he no longer has the War Machine suit because it crapped out on him. So now he's back to just being dude with guns versus everyone he pissed off.
Yeah,
and it's amazing. So it's not only that full ride of him in the Punisher or in the War Machine suit, which is such a phenomenal ride. Followed up by, and it's the same writer, same creative team that's doing this current one. So you're seeing all these ramifications of, oh, you killed that guy. Well, he had a family, he had friends, he had this, he had this connection. Baron Zemo comes at him, carves a skull into his chest.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Oh, it gets brutal.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Punisher creates this little power vacuum. It's beautiful.
Speaking of the Punisher and the War Machine outfit, Hot Toys. Speaking of toys, I'm about toys.
Yeah.
They're going to release a War Machine off of the mobile game Marvel Future Fight.
Yep.
They have him in his War Machine outfit, and it looks pretty legit.
Nice.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, because they couldn't really do the one from the comic series because, again, it's a knockoff War Machine. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just going back to the series.
Oh, sorry.
No. You're good. You're good. I just man, John Bernthal, he makes this such a believable character. Just so awesome. I think he makes this whole series amazing. And if for some reason it continues, I think you can squarely blame John Bernthal.
Man, I'll tell you what. I don't honestly and truthfully, all the other Punishers that have been out do not compare to John Bernthal.
No,
Right.
he is the Punisher.
Yeah.
Although, speaking of real life Punishers, Dolph Lundgren, oh my God, I could believe him. Acting ability,
I got
no.
Yeah.
He's getting better
Yeah.
in his old age.
Yeah.
No,
So
he was
there's
Aquaman.
there's a rumor that
Yeah.
goes about that I will perpetuate, and I'll be crushed if it turns out to not be true. But so he was away, and his house gets broken into. These guys robbing it, tie up his family, and start stealing stuff. And then they notice that he's in all the pictures on the wall. They take all their stuff and put everything back, untie the family, and get out of there. Just because they're so afraid of Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's crazy. Dolph Lundgren, though. Yeah. He was in Aquaman, right?
Yep.
That's what
Yeah.
we're talking about?
Yeah, he's one of the kings.
But he was the first Punisher in the first awful movie.
Yeah.
Speaking of awful, like first Marvel movies, who played Nick Fury? Was it
David Hasselhoff?
Yes. Oh
Yeah.
my God, that movie was so bad.
So what year though was this Punisher that Dolph
89.
89.
Yeah.
Okay. I
Yeah, and
don't
then
think I saw that
the
one.
Nick Fury was like 94 because it was
Yeah.
that and Generation X. At the
Yeah,
same time.
I love
Yeah.
Generation X though.
But
love
since
it.
then
It was
they
good, yeah.
had 2 Punisher movies, right, with 2 different actors.
Yeah, because it was Thomas Jane and then it was Liev Schreiber.
No.
No, it wouldn't. Like it was.
I know who it
remember
is.
his
I can
name.
see his face, but I
You know,
can't remember his
Yeah,
name.
because he had the neck guard
yeah,
on this, and like he had the best looking Punisher suit. 'Cause
Right.
he actually had the
Yeah.
proper but they had the CGI blood and the dude leaping from the rooftop getting blown up.
Oh
by-
my God, that was like my favorite part of that movie. Ray Stevenson.
Ray Stevenson, that's the one.
He wrote all those songs back in the day.
No,
No. the Streak.
no,
Ray Stevens. All right. Let's talk about Black Panther real quick.
Okay,
he does not kill people like Punisher.
No, he doesn't.
although he should.
But Black Panther was nominated for an Oscar. Was it for
seven different Oscars,
right?
but the main one,
Best Picture?
Best Picture.
Okay, so I've heard a few different reactions to that. Cameo, we'll start with yours.
I think it's awesome. All the other movies are whack.
What other movies were nominated for Best Picture?
I think it was Bohemian Rhapsody, which is
Okay.
probably going to win.
I doubt it.
Did you hear about that director?
Yeah.
Oh wait, what happened?
Remember he did
So-
some of those X-Men movies. Remember?
Yeah. and
Oh,
other things
Bryan
with
Singer. Okay.
little
Yeah.
boys.
Yeah. I don't know if that'll keep Bohemian Rhapsody from winning, but
Well, they won the the Golden Globe.
Yeah, but there was controversy about that, and now Bryan Singer's in even more.
Yeah, man.
Trouble.
This week, like R. Kelly, Chris Brown, Bryan Singer. It's
Chris Brown. Yeah,
It's like, oh, look at all this comeuppance.
yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Anyway,
No,
Black
no.
Panther.
So I first of all, just my opinion, I don't necessarily think I would have picked Black Panther as the best picture, but I could see it winning because I don't think it was a very strong class this year, to be honest. And I'm not saying Black Panther isn't a good movie. It just wouldn't have been my pick.
What's it up against?
Okay, so it's going up against Black Klansman.
Great movie.
Like I said, Bohemian Rhapsody, The Favorite, Green Book, Roma, A Star Is Born, and Vice. Okay, maybe A Star Is Born is going to win.
You know,
I can see Green Book. Honestly,
what's crazy, I haven't seen hardly any of those movies.
Really?
Maybe Vice. I don't remember.
Yeah,
who
which
was in
one's
that.
Vice?
It has Amy Adams in it. I
Nah.
didn't see it.
I'm not old enough.
But no, I don't remember that one either. So no, I haven't seen any of those. I don't know what
So-
The Favorite, Green Book, Roma.
Um,
I've heard of A
like,
Star Is Born.
here's the, as great as Black Panther was, it's a good movie, but I wouldn't say it's a film.
Yeah, that's what
you
I
know,
mean.
like
Oh, okay.
okay, so Star Wars and Godfather, I think, went up against each other, right?
yeah,
Star Wars is a great movie. It's not a film. Godfather, it's a film.
Well, like on our Facebook page, I forgot who said it, but he was like, like comparing Godfather and Black Panther, and he was like, he said something, I forgot what it was, but I was like, you're right. Like you can't compare those. Like
yeah, they're
like,
not.
there's-
They're not the
yeah.
same.
No.
And that's why I was saying like Black Panther. What is it up against? Because what's the Godfather for this year? And some of those movies might
whereas
be
like
that. But
Green Book, the plot on that one, I think kind of ticks all the boxes of what they typically look for. Like it's based on a true story. It's acted with people that have won Oscars before.
Right.
Like it's the look at all this
Yeah.
stuff. And there's still that stigma kind of attached to the comic book stuff, and since it's an action movie, also,
Yeah.
that's them like it's not a film.
Yeah, and it's also nominated for original song. What else was it for?
Green Book has Marshall Ali.
Yeah.
I'll check it out.
and it's got Viggo Mortensen. Like,
Oh,
yeah,
it does. Yeah, that looks
Yeah.
good.
yeah, no, yeah.
Like last year, the Three Billboards movie. I loved that movie, and I thought it was totally one of those movies that but it's a film.
Yeah.
Again, Black Panther, great movie, but more of a popcorn film to me. Popcorn movie. But didn't they start a new category that was?
They were talking about it, most popular film or whatever.
Oh yeah,
And then someone's like, "You're just trying to give like,
Right.
yeah, you're trying to make a category. You're trying to stay relevant by doing this."
But I don't think that's a horrible idea because one of the best movies that I've ever seen back in the day probably was never nominated for any Oscars.
Pootie Tang, da ba da.
No, that one's on the movies we don't talk about anymore because of the writer of that movie.
You can't hit him back on the pity sly. What? Why?
Louis C.K.
Oh, Louis C.K. No.
Oh, he wrote
that?
Wasn't he one of the writers?
I don't know.
On that?
Oh, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
But okay, so
man,
sorry.
But what
sorry
I
for
was going to
that.
say was growing up like
Oh,
Ghostbusters.
that hurt.
Ghostbusters was one of the most amazing movies
That
of my
is true.
life.
Yeah.
But never going to be anything nominated for an Oscar, I don't think.
Well, if they don't win Best Picture, I'm not going to be too upset about that. But if they don't win anything for like sound editing, sound mixing, costume design,
Costume design, I could definitely.
Costume design, because like that was a minefield on. Yeah,
Sound
What?
editing, A Quiet Place. That's funny.
That's good.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that original score. The score for Black Panther was amazing.
What's it up against?
Black Klansman, If Beale Street Could Talk, Isle of Dogs, and Mary Poppins Returns.
Man, have you not heard the score on Mary Poppins?
Visual effects, no. Nothing
Infinity
on that
War.
one. Yeah, Infinity Wars. Solo.
Oh,
Going
Solo.
solo.
By the way, though, we mentioned a couple times Black Klansman. That's the movie
Spike Lee did, right?
Spike Lee did. It
Yeah.
was a really good movie.
I want to see that.
Yeah.
And the guy who's in it, I'm blanking on his father's name now. Tell me. Denzel Washington is his dad.
Oh.
And
Oh.
it's funny because I've seen this guy in he's in Ballers and some other stuff, and I never after I found out that Denzel is his dad, I was like, oh, that makes sense.
Never watching any of his
Yeah,
movies.
yeah. But I never really picked up on that, and I thought that's cool. That's cool. But I think he actually tried to play football or something. I don't think he wanted to be an actor, and then got into acting afterwards. And yeah, so interesting. But yeah, so Black Panther. I just kind of wanted to touch on that. If it wins, I'm all for
yeah.
it.
Man,
Hey.
I hope it does, because there was one of my friends posted or screenshot somebody saying, I can't believe, Black Panther is up for Best Picture, but I guess you got to be PC now. And it's just
No.
why would you have to say that? That's why I hope it wins for everybody that has like a racial discrimination against this movie
Yeah.
because, for whatever reason. That's why I hope it wins.
Yeah.
If it were a bad movie, then
Yeah,
But it wasn't.
I
It
just
wasn't
don't think it's the
anything
type
near
of
bad.
movie that typically wins.
No, it's
an
not.
Oscar.
No,
it's it's a movie versus a film.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Okay, let's talk about something else that Buck hasn't seen, but we did mention it last week, and we're gonna real quick. So far, I've seen 2 out of the 3 episodes, and then there's a new one tonight of Gotham. But you're all caught up.
Yeah.
Has it got any better?
No,
No, it hasn't.
Oh, Buck
See?
called it.
It's
Oh.
disappointing.
It
so
really
far,
is.
anyway. Because,
Yeah.
and like I mentioned last week, the thing that makes me mad about it.
How many seasons is it in?
This is its 5th.
Fifth.
Yeah.
Okay, so in 5 seasons, it couldn't make any good show. Oh,
It made lots of great shows, but
look better.
again, my problem is it's a shortened season, so it better be compressed with all the best.
Put
of
that
what it-
17-year-old in black leather. Watch him hit other guys.
My wife was talking about how bad the acting is on the
Well,
show.
yeah. If you look back from episode 1, it's obvious.
Yeah,
Dang, Buck.
one of the things that's disappointed me, less Alfred. That's what everybody loves about that show.
Alfred is not in any of the episodes that I've seen.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get why.
He saw the show and was like,
He's like, I'm cutting out early. Cutting it out early.
My dad
like,
is rolling around in his grave.
Yeah. I'm doing what now?
So, if you're a Gotham fan, let us know what you think so far because we haven't been enjoying it.
Yeah,
I'm you know, it's making me not so sad that this is the last.
If you're
season.
a Gotham fan, explain it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, if you love every episode so far this season,
Prove me wrong.
Yeah,
it's just,
change our mind.
Yeah, yes, change my mind.
Fight me.
Like I can't. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I think it's. I don't know if the acting has always been, like. I mean, I know you thought so, but like for me, I didn't think it was that bad up until this last season. Like it just sucks.
Yeah.
Like it's not following. I know they're
Well,
they're not following the same formula that they have.
And it's like in an extended version of The Dark Knight Rises, where Gotham is isolated now because of terrorist attacks. It just wasn't Bane that did it, and
because the military wouldn't come in and fix that.
Yeah,
come on now.
Yeah, like it's been a while now. Like,
and the thing is, like the person that they were like saying that was supposed to be Bane isn't Bane.
Who was that?
The dude, I don't know.
I know Bane's supposed to show up before the end of this season.
Because I thought it was a dude with the mask that looks just like Bane's mask.
Oh yeah, I don't. Well, Harley Quinn's supposed to be in it too, and she's just some silent ninja Harley Quinn.
She's in this past episode.
All right, but see, that's again, why are we adding characters to the last season?
Oh, if I may interject.
So yeah, Gotham's not
good at all.
No,
man.
I'm seriously about to take it off my DVR.
If y'all want a good show to watch, Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
I need to watch that.
Oh my god, yeah. I was catching up on A Good Place, and then Hulu just started in. I caught up with it. Then Hulu just started playing the first episode. I was like, oh, it's playing a clip for this. I'll see what it's about.
What you need to watch is Letterkenny on Hulu.
Who?
Letterkenny. Like letter and then like the name Kenny. Like
okay.
Like you write a letter, it's all one word. Supposedly it's a town in somewhere in Canada. And it is have you seen it?
You mentioned it the other day and I've been needing to watch it.
It's amazing.
Okay.
It's hilarious.
Didn't you say it's like you said it's set in Canada?
Yeah.
So it's going to be funny.
Yeah.
Canadians are hilarious.
Man, this dude is pretty funny.
How far into the series is it?
I think there's 6 seasons on Hulu.
That's a lot.
Yeah, they're
I mean, I burned through that many of Brooklyn Nine-Nine in no time. So
well, they're like really short seasons.
Okay,
so they're like 6 or 7 for each season, and they're like 20-minute episodes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Has the new season of Brooklyn Nine-Nine started?
Yeah, it started last week. Tonight, right now, as we're recording this, we're missing the episode.
Oh yeah.
But
Buck's ready to get out of here.
Right.
Oh my god. Yeah. No, like it is so good.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
god.
love Brooklyn
It didn't
Nine-Nine.
miss a beat. Yeah. The captain with his shirts from last week. You'll scrolling through your Facebook and other social medias, you'll see these shirts pop up, and you're like, "What's that about?" Mm-hmm. It's because of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It took me a minute to get into Brooklyn Nine-Nine because I don't really like cop shows. And so it took me a second. And then when I started watching, I was like, oh, this is great. I love Andy Samberg anyway. So.
Yeah, well, and see, I really didn't. And they kind of have this, at the beginning, just enough of him. And then, like, right as you're kind of done with him, then they switch to other characters. And it's perfect.
Mm.
The last time I watched a cop show was it was on ABC. And it had Jeremy Renner before, like, anybody, like, when he was first starting out. It was him and Amber Tamblyn. They were, like, partners. And it was such a good show. It was, like, a good cop drama, but it was funny, too. And then they canceled it, like, one season in. I was like, oh. I like this Jeremy Renner guy. He might be something someday. No, he's Hawkeye.
Interesting.
Right? Yeah. But, yeah, so that's what's up. Mm-hmm. You know what else is up? Paintin Cheers. That's what's up.
That was the worst
You're the
segue ever.
king of segues, man.
That's the commercial right there. Paintin Cheers. That's what's up. But they probably want more than that. So let me tell you about our good friends at Paintin Cheers. They are in the Plaza District. That's over off of. Ooh, I shouldn't have even started down that that rabbit hole, but it's over there between like close to Classen and 16th Street. So, but the Plaza District, they've got all kinds of shopping, food, tattoo parlors. They've got Empire Pizza. They're not a sponsor, but have you ever been down there?
Uh-uh.
Oh man,
It's good.
They are so
Really?
good, and they've got like, again, they're not a sponsor, but they've got pizza specials every day. And so, like, there's one if they have the Ghostface Killer, get that.
Okay.
It's so good.
All right.
Anyway, but they're down there in the plaza, and then you can go ahead and go down to Paintin Cheers. Like I said, Adam, he teaches these classes where you paint a painting that you're going to be so proud of. It's easy to do, whether you know how, like your wife, or you don't know how, like you.
Yeah.
You can go and you're going to have a great time. They were voted in the OK Gazette as a great place for an adult party. They do large parties, ladies' nights, all kind of stuff out there. So take a bunch of people, take your special someone. You'll have a great time. Reserve your seats right now at Paintin Cheers at paintincheers.com. So get on it. That's awesome. Oh, Buck, yeah.
Oh,
That's also
awesome. Now, though, before we go too much further into Oh, Buck, yeah,
yeah.
we have this is called Oh, Buck, yeah, corrections.
Oh yeah. So special mention to Alvy Simmons, who called me personally
Okay.
to say, "Hey Buck, you misspoke last episode."
Which, some people might be like, oh, somebody's correcting me, but that just says that people are listening.
Yeah. No, and that's the thing. Like, if I misspeak about anything, because I never do, especially when I'm like, Gotham's terrible.
Yeah.
Sorry. No, please let me know. Like, yeah. Here, we'll have Batman over here keeping me company, keeping me in line. So last episode, I was talking about the Infinity Gauntlet and how when Thanos decides that he didn't need his body anymore, I said Gamora comes over and takes the gauntlet off and fixes everything that Thanos had done. No, it was Nebula who did it. But in my mind, it was like, Blue Lady went over and took
Sure.
Thanos' niece. Yeah,
Sisters.
Because in the comic, it's Thanos' niece.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I thought he called Nebula his granddaughter.
Or that's it. God, see, yeah. Call me. No, and yeah.
Brad got one. Yeah.
We'll just call it.
It's only because I was reading this
yeah.
not 10 minutes ago. Well, not during our show, but
Right.
Yeah.
not earlier. I was actually reading the
But yeah, like, it's not his direct daughter. Whereas like Gamora's his adopted like daughter. Like he raised her and taught her. Yeah.
So if you're reading it, there's something that kind of it stood out to me. Thanos, what he did, like in the movie, and
yeah,
he was doing it because in the movie it was like, I guess his philosophy, just that.
Right.
But in the book,
he
was doing it because he's in love with Death and he's trying to impress her. Well, she asks him to do it anyway.
And he's like, so if I do this, we can
seal the deal.
And she was like, we'll see.
Yeah.
And then he does it, and then he's boasting about it, and she's like, you ruined it.
I know that's a weird thing to like spring on mainstream moviegoers,
Right.
But didn't that give it a little more depth as to why he was doing it?
Right. Well, and there was, but the thing is, they had a lot more time to set all this up in so many books and pages and all the other stuff. So with this, like making it just his philosophy, cut down on that. Trying to explain, no, there is a physical form of death.
Yeah.
You can go and talk to death.
It's pretty hot. It's pretty hot.
Until she takes off her face.
Yeah.
But
that's every chick.
And then
we just lost all of our women listeners.
Sorry.
So it does kind of take away from the fact that in the comics, Thanos is almost the self-defeating prophecy. Like he'll set him up, he'll get everything going, and he'll win. But then he's the one who sets up the thing that defeats him. It's the God, I left the Infinity Gauntlet out right there without killing everyone. Ooh.
Well, I think it is about time to get into your
my picks from this week.
Do you want to go to your picks or what's in my bag?
Let's do my picks real quick, and then we'll finish up with your bag.
All right.
All right. So the second issue of Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man came out.
Okay, I was wondering about that. So is Spider-Geddon wrapped up?
Yeah, Spider-Geddon's wrapped up, and everything's done with that.
Okay.
Which I think was too short, but whatever.
Oh, I know, right? The last one I had so much more fun with.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I understand. I'm glad that they ended where they did. I'm glad, but yeah, they could have had a lot more fun with it this time.
Yeah.
But so Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man is such a nice, fun, like, offshoot of the Spider-Man title. And the writer, Tom Taylor, follow anything that he's writing. It's phenomenal.
Okay. All right. Anything else that he's done that's,
so
out?
he did X-Men Red.
Oh, okay.
He did a Batman annual not too long ago that I talked about where it's kind of the importance of Alfred.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Which you won't see on Gotham.
At least not the first 3 episodes.
I'm just saying. But he wrote most of the Injustice comics. Like he's the writer behind those.
Okay.
He's he kind of takes over a series typically and will fix that. Like he got thrown on the X-23 Wolverine series, and he got given the project, and it was so I have to make X-23 Wolverine and prove that she's worth doing all this, worthy of the name, worthy of all the. So it was like, I'm not going to worry about that. We're just going to tell a fun story.
Yeah,
and that's the story where like she has to go save some clones of herself.
Yeah,
and ends up, like, getting a little
I
sister.
had that, and I enjoyed that one.
Right. So same writer. He's the one who, like, Squirrel Girl shows up. It was like, hey, here's a Wolverine, and she's like, thanks. She's like, and Squirrel Girl says, just talk to him. Like, you're Wolverine now, so talk to Wolverine. And she's like, how do I talk to it? She's like, no, just say words. I don't understand what it says back. She was like, oh. Yeah, great moments like that. So the fact that he's doing a Spider-Man title it's like the heavens are aligning and the world is a great place for it.
Okay. Good for my nephew.
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yes, it is.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah. So next up is the latest iteration of Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, yeah. So is this a new team?
New team. Donny Cates has been writing the Thanos book, and then into that, the Cosmic Ghost Rider book. And now he's lumped him in with the Guardians of the Galaxy, which this spins off from the Infinity storyline that was just going on, where Gamora relieved Thanos of his head.
Okay.
Yeah. So everyone kind of needs to go take down Gamora now because she's kind of, Thanos-like.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you see the reason and how everyone needs to go about this and the formation of the newest Guardians of the Galaxy.
Are there any holdovers?
How's this? I'll show Cameo, but not you.
Okay.
Because I'm that guy. Check out that team.
Ooh.
Yeah. See him?
Yep.
Yep. Hey, what about him?
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, but
he has a mohawk.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, but you knew that he'd be there.
Right.
And he's kind of on the cover.
Yeah.
I mean, there, a lot of them are on the cover, but
right.
Yeah. So yeah, we have that team to look forward to. It's friggin' phenomenal.
I know what you're doing, Buck.
Oh,
let me put it in the pile.
All right.
Yes.
So, my final installation from this week.
Okay.
Batman 63. So this is kind of the what if Batman 50 kind of happened differently.
Oh, really?
And you see a lot of things that, man, you thought, man, that would have happened differently. Well, that would have happened differently. Well, that would have, oh man, if that would have happened then that would have meant, oh no. So it's so interesting to see where Tom King's taken that. There you go.
Is there any Tom King?
Is there any Batwing? in this.
Listen, I got a Sharpie. I could,
Tom King, he's not responsible for the Batwing.
No, he's not.
That's a different
one.
Yeah.
But Tom King just writes it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
not the Damned. The Damned is
no. I'm just saying though. He doesn't he just writes it. He doesn't draw.
Oh,
it.
Sure.
Actually, if you get on his Twitter, he'll show you the comic art that he can do, and it's mostly stick figures.
Nice.
Because
Yeah, follow his Twitter. He's interesting.
Yeah.
The art in this is really cool too. But Tom King, or no, not Tom King. Who wrote The Damned?
That's Brian Azzarello.
Yeah. That's right. Okay.
And
cool.
Lee Bermeo did the art.
And are they the same? Both of them the same ones for like Joker and the others?
Yeah, Batman Noel. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, audience. Reign of Superman.
That comes out next week. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
pretty
okay.
good.
I thought
It's
it was
pretty
out
good.
this week.
Well,
so.
it came out in theaters.
Yeah.
Now it's digital.
Oh, okay.
And then next week, old Luddite Buck Berlin over here is going to go buy the Blu-ray and watch it then.
And I'm probably going to stream it illegally this week.
Stream it legally this week, you say.
Hey, you want to see what's in my bag?
No.
Yes.
Here's the thing. I don't know anything about any of this. So this week is my buddy, my really good friend Tom.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He knows what I love.
You see his picture right here?
Yeah. So he suggested this one, Wanted.
It's so good.
Now it has a Netflix logo on the back. What is this?
So, long story going on here. So they made a movie about this where people curve bullets and all that, right?
Uh-huh.
Right?
Yeah, it has nothing to do with that at all.
Oh,
yeah, it's like
okay.
Chris Pratt and Jack John
Yeah.
Yeah, none of that. So it's a supervillain who inherits this status and kind of takes over the town, and
yeah. Well,
it's the bad guy kind of taking over. It's really good. Nothing to do with curving bullets or Angelina Jolie or yeah.
But it's coming to Netflix, like
Mark Miller has his Millar World.
Uh-huh.
And everything that he's created falls under that umbrella, and Netflix bought that or bought the rights to it.
Oh, okay.
So they're going to be making a series off of Wanted, like the comic this time,
nice.
And Magic Order and a few other things that he's been doing.
You know, the funny thing is that there's already a show on Netflix called Wanted. But but it's about some women running from the cops.
Ah, well, this is Mark Millar Kick-Ass. He made Kick-Ass and Kingsman. So
yeah,
if that tells you anything, this is going to be awesome. I can't wait. Okay, here's one by Scott Snyder.
Yes.
Love Scott Snyder. But I asked Tom, I was like, Tom, what's like, because he knows I like horror stuff too.
Right.
I was like, what's one that's like evil? And I don't know that it's evil. But I was like, give me one that's going to scare me, okay? And so he recommended amongst a few people that were like, check out Severed. So
let me see this.
And Scott Snyder, of course, Batman, Witches, anything else like big that
The Wake.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And so I'm really excited to check this one out. Have you read this one, Bud?
Way back when, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like when it first came out.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to find like my answer to that, because Tom kind of did here's the perfect thing.
Yeah. So if you can top it, because I'm always down. Now here's one that I love.
I'm good on this.
This is like a dark Avengers or something. I don't know how you would describe it, because it's a collection of basically comic book. Not stereotypes, or I don't know.
Archetypes.
That's a good word for it. But Black Hammer, and this is the second trade paperback that's out. I've got both, and I can't wait to get into this one again. Black Hammer. It's not really like horror, but it is odd. It's
Yes.
It's odd. And then this one, we'll wrap it up. But it says Marvel 80 years. Is that how long Marvel's just been around? Or
since 39.
Wow. But this is a horror comic by Marvel called Crypt of Shadows, and again, Tom was like, Brad loves horror, so they put this in there, and I can't wait to see this. Any ideas on this one yet, Buck?
Marvel's doing a series of one shots from old titles that they've had.
Oh, okay,
that are genre based, like the Crypt of Shadows. Some old war stories, things like that.
And this is a one shot, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's awesome. I can't wait to dig deeper into that. But if you're like me and you like horror comics and stuff, like I say, come down here and talk to Tom and you, of course, and everybody else. Josh Flowers, he's a good guy to talk to too, because he's into like the indie stuff. And yeah. I saw one behind me. I'll ask you about this before we wrap it up.
What's that?
American Vampires.
Okay, so it's based on the book series.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I love vampires too, so I'll probably have to check that out too.
Real quick, you hear about the Lost Boys?
Oh, yes. Okay, so real quick, I'll tell you about that. I think we've said real quick like 5 times before.
Real quick, we're going to complain about Gotham.
No. Okay, so a few years ago, FX had a deal where they were going to set the TV show for the Lost Boys in Santa Carla, which is where it took place in the movies. But it wasn't going to be, I think it was going to be in like 3 different time periods or something. And so I don't know what happened to that, but it fell through, I guess. It never
Corey
came to
Feldman got
fruition.
too excited.
Yeah. And so the news came out today that CW is picking it up.
Man, I don't know what it is about CW and vampires, but they love that stuff.
Well, okay,
but that
so
is my
it's
worst
teenagers
nightmare.
that are good looking and they're vampires.
Yeah.
Right.
That's everything that Vampire Diaries is done. How do we perpetuate Vampire Diaries? Oh,
And that's why
The originals.
That's why I think this Lost Boys TV show is probably going to be horrible. I mean, I'm sure people will love it, but it won't be what I want it to be, which is, I love the Lost Boys. I grew up watching that like every weekend because my mom loved it too, and so we'd rent it like every weekend. We go to the movie store, we'd rent something else, but always the Lost Boys with it.
I would rather CW get a hold of Lost Boys versus like Monster Squad. Like if CW is like, we're making a Monster Squad show, I'm like, no, absolutely not. But like CW has their kind of formula to things. And Lost Boys kind of fits, it's the let's just budge that in right now. There you go.
Yeah, but just like the sequels that came where they just tried to, let's just slap the Lost Boys on it so somebody will watch it.
Listen, man, Corey Feldman got to eat too.
It would be kind of cool if it was like the Frog Brothers and they were going on adventures, because even like there were Frog Brothers comic books that I have.
Yeah.
That would be cool, but I doubt it's going to be like that. I bet it's going to be Vampire Diaries,
probably
called The Lost Boys.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's kind of scary to me, but I'll watch it. I'll check it out.
Yeah,
like I own all the Lost Boys sequels. Will I ever watch them again? I doubt it.
No.
Dirtman for life.
Dirtman for life.
But anyways, that wraps up the show.
That's our signal. So yeah, we will watch some more Gothams, watch some more Punisher.
Yes.
Buck, got to get on it.
Yeah.
I think you at least watch that first episode, because
First episode of Gotham?
No.
Don't even bother.
Yeah.
No,
At this point.
tonight is
right.
Tonight's Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and tomorrow it's Young Justice.
Ooh. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Anyways.
We all are gonna have to get the DC.
Yeah.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah.
Oh, Young Justice.
Okay.
3 episodes every Friday.
Well, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right. Well, by next Friday, maybe me and Cameo, he'll get it, and I'll have his login.
Or maybe we need your login.
Yeah, we need your login. All right. Till next week.
Keep it nerdy.